Today I'm addressing sets. How many should you be doing if you want to build muscle? Well, it's not really so much a physiological question, it's a psychological question, I believe. Here's why. When you're looking to stimulate muscle growth through your workout, you're looking to create a high level of fatigue within the muscle cells. And you can do this with both low set training and high set training. And each one has their own psychological benefits, but disadvantages as well. So basically, this is your fatigue level, this is time, how many sets you're doing, and this is what I call like the red zone. That's your fatigue zone. If you can get your fatigue to go into that red zone, you will stimulate muscle growth, even if you do it in one set, even if you can do it in 10 sets. However, if you do not reach that red zone, you won't build muscle. Again, if you're doing one set or 10 sets. So when you're pushing yourself, it's a psychological ability to push beyond that level where you usually think you're done. This is why I'm not a big fan of this idea of failure, because failure is usually a self-induced concept. It's a limit we have in our mind, but we can actually go far beyond that. We just don't know it yet. So with 1 or 2 sets, if you can push yourself into that red zone, you've stimulated muscle growth. Longer sets, you can go with a slower ramp up, still push yourself into the red zone, still gonna work. Same exact outcome. The thing is, you gotta be aware that doing it in short sets requires a large amount of mental focus and discipline to push yourself very hard, very quickly. With this, you got a kind of a bit of a better ramp up so that you can push yourself a little further on each one, and then going from like this level to this level, your mind's like, okay, just a little harder on this one. I think I can do that. There's that aspect to it. On the other hand, doing it for low sets, you could say, well, I've got to get it here in the set, so I've got to push hard. I can't pace myself and save a little bit for the next set, because there is no next set, so you kind of have your back to the wall with a sense of urgency. But with long, what you could do is you could say, okay, I do a set here, and then a set here, a set here, a set here, and it feels like you're doing a lot because it's taking a lot of time and a lot of energy, but none of the sets are getting you into that red zone, so none of them stimulate the muscle growth. So it's really about, what do you think is best for you? Low sets that you can really push yourself hard because your back's against the wall, or do you like to ramp up more gradually? And a lot of people may be well off with both. Do a month with the low sets, do another month with the high sets, play around with it. Some exercises, low sets might be better for you with things like leg raises or bridges, and high sets might be better for things like push-ups. You're gonna have to experiment and play with it, but the bottom line is you're looking for what's gonna get you to a very high level of fatigue and push yourself. And like I said, don't worry about this failure thing. Don't worry about, oh, I don't wanna push too hard. Just go. You're never going to get to your ultimate level. If you ever read some of Paul Wade's ideas on what he means by failure, that's a level of fatigue most people are never really gonna reach on their own voluntarily in a workout. So don't worry about it, just go. Full speed ahead, damn the torpedo, and see which one's gonna pull you to a higher degree of fatigue for your best chances of building muscle. Questions below. Be fit, live free.